I'm just gonna show you how we do the water testing. And first we have all the materials like all in one spot. And you're gonna need one of these pipettes, this green syringe, one of these containers, one of these measurers, and then one of the food substances that you can just rip off. First, you're gonna open up the pipette. There's like a little peel area, and it's mostly like, it's okay to touch like this top part, but you don't wanna touch the lower half of the syringe. And then you're going to insert it into here. You just push. Don't worry about being like too hard. It's like all good. And then here's the sample. I already opened it. You put the tip of the pipette in and you bring it up to the 10 mark. And this makes it really easy to like get it exact. And then Kinani's gonna open the little lid for me, that one. It's fine. And then you're gonna put this 10 in here, and you can let it drain like that. You can also push it back down and it'll go quicker. And then you're gonna need 90 milliliters of the distilled water, and we keep it under here. And you just lift this off, and I usually just pour it, to be honest, but you can try to use that. It just might take a while, but I poured it into here first so I don't need to worry about the measurement. And then this little container has a fill line that'll like make it, you see the 100 milliliters. So we already have 10 of the sample, and then just pour this to the fill line to get the 90. Right there. And then you're gonna crack one of these open. They kind of reek, so crack it away from you. There's like a little indent right here, and then you just push out, and then done. And then you can trash that. Try your best not to touch the inside of the lid too. Roll it back on. And the best way to get it mixed well is to stir it or spin it like this. And while I do this, we're gonna turn on the sealer. And it takes about a minute or two to warm up, the sealer does, so just let it, the light will turn green. It starts at red and then it'll turn to green as I'm stirring this. And you keep stirring it until all the particles are dissolved. So I'm gonna stir it a little bit longer, and Kinani has the little thing that will be sealed. It's a little bit difficult to hold open, so it's much easier with 2 people. So I don't see any more of the particles, so she's gonna hold it open.
You want me to do it? I'm like a professional at like this thing.
Yeah, watch. Megan's really good at it.
Yeah,
like, I don't know why.
So like, I do it like.
Yeah, you push really hard on like both sides, kinda.
And you go like that. And
yeah, that's perfect. And I'm gonna pour this in. It's better to pour slowly because we don't want any of the air bubbles in there. And then that's it. And just put all the empty ones of these like over there. They accumulate. And it's still warming up, so.
While we wait, we can like write some of this data on here. So like if you want to like just remember like data, so you can put like the Talbert, Jetty.
We could show that one
if you want. Yeah, just do that honestly, just because this is from a different day, but this is what you just kind of put. You put the where it is, the time, the day, and then this is after the second day when you're measuring the data. And then you also put, this is on the day of, you put information about the weather in the surroundings that the sample is collected in. So.
It's green.
Ooh, okay, I'll just stop.
Put it in a little mold thing.
And you just
Gently push.
got it.
All right. And then
Turn it off.
yes, make sure that it turns off. You don't want it to be on. And then you're just gonna put it in our little incubator. And then you just want to double check, make sure that it's at 41. We don't really change it, so it's pretty good. And then you just put it in there, and you are all set. All right, here we are, day 2. I am on my lonesome today. So we're gonna take out the sample from the incubator. Right here, here it is. And shut it. So now we're going to measure or count the number of squares that light up under the black light. So let me just readjust my camera. All right, so this is the setup. So you're just gonna turn on the black light. And so what you're gonna do is you're just gonna hold this close to it. Let's see. Just hold it really close, and it looks like there's like one like lighter or like more glowing small square, so you're going to count that as 1. And to help you guys get an idea of what you're going to be looking for when you put the black light under, this is an old sample, so it's going to have it's had time for more Enterococcus bacteria to breed within the wells, so it's going to be overly represented in the data, so this isn't accurate, but there's going to be more squares here for you guys to see. So this is what the wells are going to look like. They're going to be this bright blue kind of color. They're going to look different from the rest of them, and then that's what you're going to be counting when you're accounting for the wells. All right, and so once you've counted the number of wells that are glowing, you're going to go to this chart right here, and you're going to look at the number of small wells, which are at the top, and the number of large wells on the side. And so today there were 0 large wells, and then there was 1 small well, so your MPN number is going to be 1. Now, when we're inputting data into the system, you have to account for dilution. So it had a dilution factor of 10. So you're going to multiply that number by 10, and so you're going to get a value of 10 that you're going to put in for the Enterococcus data. So if you go over to here, I'm just going to my computer, and you're going to start a new sample. Once you started a new sample, you're going to get to this page with a bunch of information. So you'll pick the Huntington Beach lab that we are in, and then the site is going to be at the bottom for the Talbot Marsh outlet, which is where our surf team collects the water sample. And then you can just put tested by, and then the bacteria parameters are going to be it's Enterococcus is the bacteria that we're measuring, and then it's going to be equal to, so you can do less than, greater than, or equal to for that, depending on what you come up with. And then for this one, it's going to be 10, so you're going to put in 10 here. And then that's the data for the bacteria parameters. And then for this, the rest of this is going to be information about the day that you tested that we collected yesterday, just so that there's a better, more information surrounding about why certain, like what factors could be affecting the bacteria content in the water. So that is everything for testing a water sample.